Hey there everybody, this is Shadigo and welcome to the introduction video for my other playthrough that I'm going to be doing alongside Neptunia, it's Mega Dimension Neptunia V2, and it is going to be Pokemon FireRed. Now I believe I said in my announcement video where I said I was coming back to YouTube that I said it would be Leaf Green, and that's because I thought I had a copy of Leaf Green saved on my computer, and I don't. I have FireRed. I thought I said, and I don't really want to be wasting time delving my hands into potential virus-ridden websites just to get a copy of Leaf Green. So I'm going to be doing it on FireRed instead. I mean, I'll be honest, considering it's going to also be a randomizer, there's not really going to be that much difference which game I use anyway. I just thought I'd probably use Leaf Green just to be different. But, oh well, that's one thing that kind of went horribly wrong. Hopefully nothing else goes horribly wrong, touch wood. So anyway, as it's a Nuzlocke run, for those of you who know what a Nuzlocke run is, you know what a Nuzlocke run is. And, well, those of you who've been, followers of my channel for, the longest time, will know I've actually done a Nuzlocke run. I did a Nuzlocke run of the original Pokémon Red. A long time ago, which I actually fully completed. You can actually see that playlist on my channel if you go looking for it on the channel page. Well, more specifically the playlist page, but details. I'll put a link to the playlist on this video description. But just like that video, that's the series of videos that I started with. I basically started that one with all the rules I was going to do for the Nuzlocke, so people knew what was going to be happening. I'm also going to be putting these rules into a pastebin, which will be linked in the video description of all the Nuzlocke Run videos. So the rules are there in case you're wondering what they are if you come into a later video. But yeah, if you're not sure know what a Nuzlocke Run is basically it's sort of a challenge to Pokemon games, instead of just going through the game vanilla, just catching the Pokemon that you want and raising them. Basically, there's I think it's at least 3 rules that are usually cemented in stone in a Nuzlocke. The first one being you're only allowed to catch the first Pokemon you encounter in each route or area that you're in. If a Pokemon you have faints, then it's considered dead and it's either boxed or released. Most people release their Pokemon. I prefer to box them. It's either way you can't use them anymore. And the third rule is usually if you black out, the run is over and you've got to start from the beginning again. Hopefully that won't happen. I know it didn't happen in the Red Nuzlocke. I think I only had 6 casualties in that run, which is apparently pretty okay for a run. But anyway, along with those rules, I'm going to be adding a few extra rules, and I'm also going to be mentioning the settings I'm going to be having for the randomizer as well. So first off, the extra rules. The first one, which is one I had in FireRed. If the Pokemon I encounter is a Pokemon that I've already caught, I can call it mulligan. I don't need to catch it or kill it or whatever. I can just run away from it and try and find something else. I don't know whether this will apply to the randomizer, since the way I have that set up is it randomizes each Pokemon, so I don't know whether we will get duplicates. But in this case, I'm also going to include evolutions. If I get an evolution of a Pokemon I've already had, or I'm currently using, I don't have to catch it. I'm calling them on that one as well. Like I said, because this is a randomizer, I don't know whether this will apply all that much, but it's there nonetheless. Second additional rule: I'm not going to be using any healing items, X items, all that sort of stuff in battle. I'm okay for using them outside battle, and giving Pokemon held items to use is also okay. Third rule, if by some miracle, because it's what, roughly 1 in 8,000 or so chance of seeing one, if I encounter a shiny Pokemon in this game, I doubt I will. That being said, I did get lucky enough in my casual playthrough that I got a Galarian shiny Meowth. I will attempt to catch it regardless of whether it's my encounter for the route or not, and yeah, I will consider it as being viable to use if I so want to. Yeah, basically just consider shinies as wild cards, basically. Fourth rule, any Pokemon gifted to me, like the Eevee in Celadon City, or the Lapras in Silphco, or if I buy the Magikarp in the Mount Moon Pokemon Center, or if for some reason I buy a Pokemon from the Game Corner, they're also okay to use if I want to use them. Ditto with trade Pokemon, but the caveat of that is I have to have the Pokemon first to be able to trade them. I mean, it's an obvious thing, but yeah, that's what's going to happen. Final rule that I'm adding is all my Pokemon that I catch are going to be nicknamed. Obviously, trading Pokemon will actually have their fixed nicknames, so we can't really fix those. But all the Pokemon I catch will have a nickname. I will be having a theme to the nickname, and feel free to guess what the theme's going to be as the game goes along. So yeah, that's all the rules of the Nuzlocke that I'm adding. Now for the settings that I'm messing about with the randomizer. Obviously, Pokemon are randomised, like the encounters, the starters, and all that. The starters are pretty much going to be acting like vanilla starters in that they will have 2 evolutions. So each of the starters that we get will guarantee to have 2 evolutions. Evolutions aren't randomised though, but the impossible evolutions like trade evolutions, like evolving certain times of day and all that, which can't happen in Fire Red and Leaf Green. They will be done either by level up or by a stone of some sort. And I've also tweaked the evolutions of some late evolution Pokemon, in that they will be guaranteed to evolve at least level 40. And just for the sake of challenge, training Pokemon that are at least level 40 will guarantee to be fully evolved. Let's have a look. So, we're also going to have the National Dex. Now, the reason for this is because of how Fire Red and Leaf Green work. Basically, at the start, you're just given a Pokédex, which just has a database of all the Kanto Pokemon. And if for some reason you have a non-Cantonian Pokemon, or a Pokemon that evolves into a non-Cantonian Pokemon, if it does try to evolve, then it won't actually evolve. In the vanilla game, the only problem that would be is if you were raising the Zubat line, because Golbat evolves into Crobat at max happiness. And if you're still on the Kanto Pokédex at the start of the game, then you can't actually get to Crobat until you get the National Dex. So National Dex has to be on, because if I get randomised Pokemon that aren't from Kanto, they won't actually evolve, and I'm just stuck with base level Pokemon that aren't going to be very good later on. And I'd have to wait until I've literally beaten the game for the first time in order to be able to evolve them, in which case they'd probably be dead or something by then. Let's have a look. Training Pokemon randomised. The rival's going to be keeping his starter, and it will be evolving as the game progresses. Like I said, by the time it's level 40, he's probably going to have a team of fully evolved. Each Pokemon will guarantee to have 4 moves on its capture. That way, basically, don't have something which just has like one useless move, or it just has Explosion. Like if somehow we find Regice earlier, for example, because that only has Explosion at the time. Level up moves are also randomised, not the actual level they actually learn moves, but the move itself is randomised. As are TMs. The moves and TMs are randomised, as are the compatibilities for the TMs. HMs, however, they can be learned by anyone, and that's basically for my convenience. So then, I don't want to be breaking the Nuzlocke rules by either having to go into another route that I can catch a Pokemon that will learn that HM, or if I have to otherwise use a dead Pokemon to use a certain HM. Even though some people might just bend the rules that way, I don't really want to. I'm going to try to keep it as pure as possible. So, that's the thing. All the items on the field are randomised, so regardless of what I will get. I can either get things like Master Balls, or I can just get like regular potions and stuff from the floor. The only thing I actually really haven't randomised is abilities. I've not randomised those because no, I don't want to be dealing with like things with Wonder Guard. I mean, there's only one Pokemon that really has it normally, and hopefully by the time we see one, which should be around when trainers get to like level 20, we should actually have a counter for it. Basically, if you don't know what Wonder Guard does, Wonder Guard basically prevents any damage taken from any move that Pokemon is not weak to. So in the case of Shedinja, I would have to either use a Flying, a Rock, a Fire, a Ghost, or a Dark move. I think they're the 5 that you can do it to kill it with in Vanilla. I mean, I'm not to randomise types either, so yeah, it's still going to be Ghost Bug. But yeah, hopefully we won't be seeing that horrible troll for quite a while into the game. Speaking of troll things, I've also removed the moves Sonic Boom and Dragon Rage. Early game, they are run killers, especially if Pokemon I encounter are going to be faster than the Pokemon I currently have. Both those moves are guaranteed damage moves, with Sonic Boom at guaranteed 20 HP and Dragon Rage at guaranteed 40 HP. And early game, a lot of Pokemon are not going to have enough hit points to tank one of those. So yeah, any really fast Pokemon that have those moves are just going to sweep teams. It's just going to end runs early, and then I'm just going to be rather annoyed. So I'm just going to nix those out of the way and say no, they're not happening. The other thing I should mention about randomised Pokemon is that the static Pokemon themselves, like the gift Pokemon that I mentioned, as well as the static legendaries like the legendary birds and Mewtwo, they are all going to be randomised. However, the legendaries will be randomised into other legendaries, and well, the static ones are just like regular randomised pokes. So yeah, I think that's basically everything I've covered for all this. I hope you do enjoy the inevitable train wreck that is probably going to happen for this one, because I don't know what's going to happen, and well, obviously by chance you're not going to know what's going to happen, and hopefully it'll just make this one a little bit more interesting than just me doing a regular Leaf Green or FireRed run. I should also mention, I actually nearly forgot now, I was doing my outro and then I remembered I had to say something else. But the Nuzlocke rules are only going to come into effect once I have the ability to grab Pokeballs, which should be after I get the Pokedex from Professor Oak. And they will last until defeating the Elite Four and Champion on the rematches, which means I have to do all the Seven Island stuff as well, just to make things even more challenging. Maybe make the thing a little playthrough a little bit longer. So, with all them added on, like I said, going to be posting these rules as a pastebin, and the link's going to be in the video description for this video and in the future Nuzlocke videos. And yeah, thank you for listening to me rattle on about what I'm going to be doing for the Nuzlocke, and I hope to see you watching it, I guess. Take care, and I will see you guys later. Ciao.